My name is Rodney and I'm a multifaceted artist based here in Brooklyn, New York. And I run an agency here in Brooklyn, New York called Lil Studios. And we do everything from like animated podcasts to shooting full-on short films to working on music and scoring commercials and a little bit of everything. My creative output on a daily basis, it all really depends. Like, I might wake up 7:30 in the morning, start working on music right away, and then work on a presentation or some sort of print production or a museum exhibition, for example. And then I might be animating into the evening, and then I might be writing a book the next morning, and starting that process all over again. Everything I approach with, I kind of think of it as a full package, Even if I create a song and I think that it's a very beautiful song, this is the best song in the world, I know that the art has to match up to, where I think that level is. So I try to keep everything at a very high threshold, like the bar is set very high for myself, and I know that. And I try to match that between the art and the music the entire time. I don't even want to call it art and music, it's just all art, and I think it's all encompassing. A lot of people discover my music just because of the design as well. There's more than, 6 ways to the Batcave. I think that, there's multiple ways to kind of get people to listen in, and I do think that artwork is such a heavy and important part of the process of people engaging with the music. So I see those things as hand in hand. I don't really see them as something that's separate. I love traveling. I love going to different places and kind of like seeing different culture, meeting different people. Sometimes I think it's important to just be outside, experiencing it and kind of letting it build up and kind of being more about quality versus quantity. Being able to tap in that way kind of gives me insight on how I make things. I see myself kind of as like an instrument to my experience, so I'm inspired by, life. The name of the project is Night Vision. It was actually made in the height of the pandemic, so nightlife and everything was kind of just non-existent at the time. It was like a ghost town if you went to all these different places that we always used to party at. So Night Vision was kind of like an ode to the feeling that, nightlife used to give me, and it was kind of like, I missed it at the time, so I wanted to create something that had that kind of atmosphere, like something that you'd want to play in between functions at 2 a.m. while you're transitioning, between parties or whatever it may be, So it was all about nightlife culture, and it was all about, missing that and actually celebrating that in my own way. There's a lot of different colors on Night Vision, and I think it taps into a lot of different moods, but I think more than anything, it stays in that mid-tempo, up-tempo kind of flavor the entire time, because you got songs like No Ceilings, which might not necessarily feel like you play that in a club, but I think it has a nice range of sound and colors, and I try to just, that's kind of how I think of music, as moods, tapping into subcultures and, what it means to transition between clubs or parties or, what the nightlife may entail. I think that song captures it perfectly. The intention of it was to make you feel just as free, and kind of like be able to, open your mind up and capture the essence more than anything and leave that interpretation up to people that are actually listening to it. Word to the youth, keep going, never stop. Art is never done, Potential can only be realized if you have an example of what you want to be in front of you, So, just keep pushing. I think that people will come around to whatever you have going on, no matter what that art is, I think it's just important to be expressive and to continue to push forward and be passionate about the projects that you do have.